pre-qualify every buyer and seller. But not just pre-qualify them financially. That's not enough. We write this down. We need to pre-qualify them emotionally. Are they emotionally ready to do the transaction? Look, we all have buyers and sellers who are financially able to do the deal, right? Say yes. Yet, they're not really ready to emotionally pull the trigger. I wrote down here, I wrote down, a financially qualified client who is not ready to pull the trigger is not as good as a client who has to buy or sell now and will do everything needed to get that job done because they are emotionally committed to making the deal go. And here we are working with people, well, they're qualified, they can afford the house, they have the down payment. You know, what's one of the toughest buyers to work with out there? All cash buyer. Pretty qualified, aren't they? They can do the deal in a heartbeat. A real cash buyer can wire the money in immediately. The wire can go in the next day. They can close that deal the next day. The cash is available. How tough are they to work with? Can be very tough. Emotionally qualified buyer, the guy that's putting low down payment, but he's got to get into that house. He needs that property for his kids. His children need to get into that school. They need to get, here, we had a parent whose kids maybe be going to a school where the kids are with a gang over here, and they've got to get them out of that school into another school to get away from the gang or the bad influence kids. How motivated is that client to close that other transaction? They're going to close it, right? You give me an emotionally qualified client every single day. So we need to qualify our buyers and sellers. Not just financially, and financially is important. Can they afford it? Do they have the FICOs? Do they have a job? How's their credit report? That's important. But will they close it? And will they do whatever's necessary to make sure that it gets done?